Welcome to another podcast on the
Larry and Jason's show.
That's the one. We've got our lovely guest, Ruth, again.
Hello.
I'm not going to pronounce your surname because I always get it wrong.
I probably wouldn't. I can't pronounce it either.
Yeah, good. We've got Ruth in just because I believe you've been doing a couple of little webinars.
Yes, that's
on,
right.
Some of the up and coming changes to the building regs.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, tell us a little bit about them.
Future Homes and Building Standards uplifts, they've been out since the 24th of March. They've been out on 24th of March. You've got different grace periods, different times that they're actually coming into force. They are coming in directly next year, and then it depends on the kind of building, whether it's in England, but in Wales it's one set date. Then you have something called a transitional arrangement as well.
So they're not out yet.
No, not out.
They're out, but they're not out.
They're out, but they're not out. Because traditionally, the government or whoever's bringing the regulation out gives a grace period for the industry to be able to scale, get hold of the materials and things like that.
Okay, and what's that grace period?
Usually 12 months.
Right, okay.
So in England, the vast majority of the regulations come out on the 24th of March.
So they're coming in March, and then we've got a 12-month grace period before we have to start adhering to them. But ideally,
yes,
before.
ideally then. So, and then for higher risk builds, which we can talk about, that's the 24th of September 2027 in England. However, for Wales, it's one set date, which is the 4th of March 2027. And then you have something called transitional arrangements. So if you have already started any work, if you're partway through, you have until March 2028 as a final date to finish those works.
Okay, so if I start some new work on April 2027?
You will need to adhere to the new arrangements.
Right, okay. Just want to jump in on that, just for clarity, because we're back here with probably everybody else. We're talking more or less a year-ish time.
Yes.
But
yes.
once the year-ish time comes into play,
Yes.
then we need to, when we're starting something new,
Yes.
we adhere to that
Absolutely.
newness. It's not like you get to a year, then you've got an
No.
extra grace period
Exactly, that's
afterwards.
it. It's only
yeah.
if you've already started something.
Yes.
So
makes
if
more
you've
sense.
already, either the footings have been put in a development, if you've got planning works in, if you've been to building control and you have an inspection schedule, if the works are physically kicked off, if there has been evidence of works kicking off,
Yeah.
then you have that grace period up until March 2028. If you are starting afresh after March next year, essentially.
Yes.
That's it.
Right, okay, so you adhere to that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Is that yearish? Is that an English word? Is it?
it is, yeah. We always have a bit of an ish on everything. Just in
Yorkshire terminology?
It is.
Yearish.
Originally,
British.
the consultation, because generally with things like this, the government will send out a white paper or a green paper to ask for guidance from the industry, so to see what we think about some of their proposals. They were actually looking at doing either a 6-month or a 12-month grace period to see if there needed to be less time, because there have been instances previously where people have used it to their advantage a bit too much for a longer grace period. But there was everybody's definitely said 12 months, not 6 months, because of the skills that were needed, the availability of materials and things like that. So it is 12 months.
So when we're talking about these changes to building regs, is there any
Yes.
particular building regs that are changing? Is it all of them? Is it
No. So this is for the Future Homes and Building Standard. So the Future Homes and Building Standard, which is sort of split into two key areas, it's uplist to approved document F for means of ventilation, but we don't know what that is.
No,
do
never
we?
heard of it.
No.
David, do you know what that is?
Oh, I haven't got anybody to ask here. I'm on my own.
Marketing?
Yes.
See if you can check what approved document F is.
Approved document O for overheating mitigation. Thanks for that. And approved document L, which was known as conservation of fuel and power. However, it has been renamed.
Ooh, what's it called now?
Energy and greenhouse gas emissions.
Gaseous,
Greenhouse
smellious.
gas emissions.
Nothing kishish.
No.
Yes, so it has been amended. So the way that this works, this is for the uplift of the Future Homes and Building Standards. So the first part of it is to update these specific building regulations, these specific approved documents. And then the second half of it is putting that into practice, just because of the way that we are building, certain parameters that we need to hit in terms of energy efficiency, air tightness. We need to make sure that that is fed through the approved documents into sort of real life scenarios.
Would you say then that as the changes coming into effect, they're tightening, they're becoming more stricter.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
I think that we've always thought in the industry that ventilation was always like the more sort of the forgotten building
Forgotten
service.
service.
But now I think they're realising that they really have to start tightening this up.
Yeah.
And it's nice to see. I think there's some
I've
definite...
built my house and I've got no ventilation.
Well, yeah, which I remember those phone calls of, can you help me? Building control have come in and they've already got ceilings up. But it's nice to see that the ventilation, indoor air quality is sort of moving towards the front of a lot of areas, which previously it hasn't. There's definitely a level of tightness. I don't think they'll be able to slacken off or anything like that.
No.
At the end of the day, it's just going to get tighter and tighter.
Yeah.
So.
And I do understand, obviously, around that as well as the regulations, we're looking at the people installing and commissioning these things.
Definitely, that is absolutely huge. So there is quite a number of changes within these uplifts. It's not necessarily that the airflows themselves have changed. The airflow requirements have actually stayed the same. It's more talking about things like ducting, use of insulation, where you would use it. Commissioning is huge. The equipment being used for commissioning. Also the competency drive. The competency, ourselves as an approved EIC domestic ventilation training facility, we've been teaching the competent persons course for a while, but it's about ensuring that you really are competent and there is a drive for it, and it actually has the word must in front of it.
That's what's out the window, isn't it?
For the first
Not
time.
competent. Is it consciously competent or unconsciously competent?
Oh, that's the one, yeah.
Yes, so the
Okay.
thing with these approved documents is they are a minimum standard, and quite often they have very specific terminologies such as should, shall, must. So for a lot of these are best practice and they are minimum standards because they're designed to serve and suit all building control officers and local authorities in the UK, and there is a level of interpretation. However, with Regulation 11F, which is how it's known, and Regulation 11W in Wales for competency, the word must is in front of it, which is a huge thing for us in the industry. Huge.
Yeah. It's a good thing.
It is, absolutely. So I will give you a little bit of a sneak peek into that bit. Essentially, there are two ways to be competent. You must be competent for all building services and design services. You either become a member of a competent person scheme or you're under building control. That's it.
Right, okay.
Which is great.
I like this word must.
Yes,
Must.
absolutely.
It must be all round.
I was going to say, you must make me a cup of tea, but...
There's going to be a fair few musts coming into play now, I think.
It's really nice to see though, the installation side of it is something that can be a bit of a struggle.
So that's obviously with approved document F, L
Yes.
and O.
Yes.
I do also believe there's some of the other building regulations
Yes.
being reviewed at the moment as well.
Yes, that's right.
That have an effect on, what goes on in approved document F and L and everything else.
Definitely. So, approved document B has been out for consultation. That is for fire safety. That actually closed on the 1st of July. That looks at things like how you categorise sheltered accommodation, whether the additional alarms and systems are needed there, firefighters lifts, what is classed as a high rise. Do we need to increase the threshold from the likes of 11 metres, 18 metres? Discussions over that. Discussions over particular types of glass, like laminated glass, and also for existing builds about how you look at buildings like fire services and fire penetrations and things like that. So that will feed in quite substantially. You can already see some of these updates for Part B. What they've actually done quite cleverly is they've written some of the uplifts in different colours. So there's an uplift for 2026 and 2029 in the current versions. And I think they're written off the top of my head in like orange and purple, which I think is a really good idea. But they want to go further than that, and that is as a result of the Hackett report following Grenfell.
Right, okay, yeah.
Yeah. So that'll definitely affect us.
It's a big mark in a timeline, which has now caused
Absolutely.
a lot of changes to come out of the back of that, hasn't it?
Yeah, that's it. And I think that actually
Yeah.
the 11F and 11W, the competency drives come out of that as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I think that's really, really important because at the end of the day, we've got to be competent.
She's got a lot of dates in her head, hasn't she?
She
I can't
has.
remember my birthday, let alone
I know.
Because you don't have them anymore.
what birthdays.
No.
I got to that age.
Oh, that's very
Yeah.
sad.
It's,
Can't
when you
fit
get
enough
a certain
candles
age,
on the
Very
cake.
sad.
need a big cake.
A very big cake.
Yeah. But yeah, there's
80
that.
something candles.
There's also looking at the safety of products, so product safety regulations, that's been out as well. Approved document O for overheating mitigation, that's actually going to be technically overhauled, so there'll be another consultation.
Needs it.
Yeah, so a white paper or green paper, yeah, it doesn't go far enough. It's only been out for 4 years, it needs more work. There's all sorts going on at the minute, which is only a good thing. At the end
So
of
we've
the
talked a
day.
lot about England, you mentioned a little bit about Wales. What about
Yes.
Scotland?
So there have been no announced uplifts in terms of anything similar to or like future homes. They do periodically update their technical handbook and their non-domestic technical handbook. The updates that are closely aligned with future homes really are the new build heat standard from 2024, which basically removes the use of fossil fuels in new builds, and they also have the housing fossil, and they also have the housing to 2040 document, but that was released in 2021. And whilst it's not a like for like a direct like for like, it basically looks at ensuring that there is affordable, clean, safe, and healthy homes in Scotland. They have their own sort of set of regulations. They are also quite different in terms of the way that they look at things compared to the English and Welsh regulations. They are looking at passive house. They've been looking at passive house since roughly about 2022, 2023, and having an equivalent standard, and their stage 2 consultation is expected anytime.
There you go.
So I've just written an article about that as well.
There you go. So there's another podcast.
Yeah.
Passive House.
Yes.
Another
that's-
article from Ruth. Short one or a really long one?
900 words, which isn't that long.
That's short for you, isn't it?
It is very short.
Should do that in one sentence.
Well, yeah, you're not wrong.
No
to be
breaths.
fair.
Don't
Yeah,
go up
no.
for air.
Go out for
No,
a-
so yeah, Scotland are looking
Love
at that. In terms of Northern Ireland, with the closures of Stormont, it's not really been open for too long. It's been a couple of years nearly. So there are still some backlogs there. Their technical booklet K, which is their version of approved document F, that actually has not been updated since 2012.
Yeah, it's quite
So
old.
it's
isn't it?
desperate. It's really desperate. We need some updates for that one. But there are rumours on the old grapevine that we may get some updates next year or the year after. So
It's a
let's see.
rumour, don't take it as set
Yeah,
in
it's a
stone.
rumour. From what
Got
I've
any
read,
complaints? Ruth,
Oh,
okay,
yeah,
good
thanks.
events.
well, you can't say my surname. So that's
No, I
fine.
can't spell it
No.
either.
So which is interesting. So we'll see, but that's not confirmed. It's just what I've read in some publications and some feedback that I've got. But yeah, Scotland will really be one to watch. Really want to watch. Really interesting.
And are you doing some webinars on that as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I am running some webinars at the minute for changes in England. Changes in Wales will come in August, because although a lot of them are very similar, there are some nuanced and quite niche changes in terms of Wales as well.
All right, no, lovely. Well, if you want to join one of our webinars,
Yeah.
contact us, follow us on LinkedIn. There's
Definitely.
plenty of information out there. And
Yeah.
yeah, if you want to listen to Ruth a little bit more, you can
Yeah.
join in.
Or
A
written
short, bite-sized webinar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
Or
keep it short.
designed to be written sort of as easy as possible, non-technical language. Trying to get around a lot of those acronyms and some of those levels of
I'm
interpretation.
sure we'll enjoy that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Everybody likes an acronym.
Oh yeah. So yeah, as just come along, learn a bit, ask some questions, and yeah, enjoy
Lovely.
it.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank
For your
you.
time again. We look forward to seeing you soon.
Thank you.
Ready for the next podcast.
Thanks both.
If you want to know any more, you could watch some more episodes. Nice one. You could.
Follow us on LinkedIn.
Oh, you could drop your questions. Ruth will be a good one to do it too.
Yeah.
Or you could contact us.
Yeah.
Contact details on the website. And
Thank
we'll
you.
see you soon.